our agent management portal at Icenhower Coaching and Training is actually a system, the first system of its kind, that is held for agent training and tracking of their activities. And it actually ties in with all of their other online programs as well, too, including your CRM, any scoreboard or dashboard programs you have, plugs in and integrates with all of them so you can hold agents accountable. It's great for new agent onboarding, new licensees, top producing agents. We have training for every level. It even allows you to create your own courses that you really need to, because you have your own training for your own CRM that you need to create. And you have your own training for your own MLS systems, because everybody has different MLSs and associations of realtors across the country. Creating your own training with how to enter a listing, how to search for properties, how to create a CMA, even training like how you want them to hold listing consultations, buyer consultations. We have our training you can use. You can create your own if you like the way you do it, how to hold open houses. So our clients that subscribe to the agent management portal are using both our training and using our AI, artificial intelligence course creator, to help create their own videos, and it spits out wonderful student workbooks for you and presentation slides for you so that you can actually hold them accountable of that training as well, too. And you can see real time who's doing it and who's not, whether they're at home or near their office. It's neat. Christina, do you have a way you can actually show them some of these tools as well, too? Show them some of the progress reporting and the dashboards and all the different features it's got there. I think it's pretty cool. For those of you listening in, I can describe it. But it's got a really easy, simple user interface that links in with all of our stuff. You can create your own groups too, for different offices, for different teams, for different types of producers, low producers, new agents, top producers, things like that. You can give them different access to different things, different administrative access to different leaders in your organization that are handling different groups of agents. Very able to be flexible and freestyle with this new system. It's amazing. It gets better every day too. Christina, what do you got?
For those who can't see our screen right now, I'm on reports and I'm under an administrator role. And you can see all of your agents listed down, and you can see how many courses are assigned to them, how many courses they've completed. You can go under courses and segment it by that and see how many learners are in that course and how many have actually completed it. You can look under groups and you can segment it that way. So maybe you have different coaches within your team, and you can see how they're doing and how they're managing the agents under them. You can look at learning activities. And so maybe you have assignments. Maybe they need to have a certain amount of SOI added every week. You can track that. And you can look at timeline, and you can see who is logging into your agent management portal, how long they're in the portal. As an instructor, you can go into your reports and you can look at each user and have a weekly or monthly report sent to you with an Excel spreadsheet. And so you can track it. You could set it on autopilot, and then you get the report sent to you. Brian, there is a ton of ways that coaches and brokers can focus on what their clients are doing and what their agents are doing.
Yeah, and these are great opportunities to reach out and engage. A lot of the clients that use the portal, our coaches will actually work with our leaders, and they try to hold them accountable. For example, they'll say log into the app every single day and look at maybe, let's say, 3 of your agents per day. And then you reach out to them and say, hey, man, I saw you finished that course, or wow, I saw you attended the sales meeting last week. Because you can actually track attendance on all your live sales meetings and webinars, all of that. You can give access, and you can start training for recruiting purposes. You can start training other agents in other offices by giving them access as well, too, and see when they're logging in, and you can reach out to them and engage. It shows you're caring. It shows you're holding them accountable. And that little touch, wow, I finished that course and he reached out. That's pretty awesome. Maybe you give them the certificate in an email or text, or maybe you announce, hey, man, you just earned a designation. You can put these 3 letters after your name now. You're a negotiations expert, things like that, because you took our negotiation class, for example. And you can reach out, even though they haven't come in the office and they're doing it at home or they're in a different office. It shows you're watching, which also means it shows that you're watching when they don't do what they're supposed to. And that is everything. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can reach out and say, hey, man, I haven't seen you logged in a while and you haven't completed any courses. Everything okay? Those little nudges are everything. Where most brokers or team leaders are just sitting there to answer your agent's questions, we're actually proactively as leadership reaching out and engaging with our agents and pulling them in. Most agents are not used to a leader that will do that to them and put that kind of effort and systems behind their success. That type of engagement is huge. You can do it from home, checking these reports and reaching out and engaging in a very powerful way. This is about their activity-based indicators. This is about the things they're doing to grow their careers. It's huge, and you're going to get downloadable reports as to what they're doing, as to how they're attending, how they're engaging. Powerful. It's amazing how you can start coaching other agents in other offices and having a better impact on their success and their career growth than their own broker or team leader. You're giving them more attention because you can see every time they're engaged. And guys, when you see that they're engaged, you can see when they're logged in right now. That means they're working. That means they'll receive a call. That means that you can talk to them. That means that they're in. And you let them know. All you're doing is trying to be positive most of the time, right? You're reaching out and just saying, great job, man, it's awesome. You're plowing through these. Keep it going. What's your goal for next week? All of a sudden, you're reaching out to them. They don't reach out to you with problems as much. Why? They're not going to have as many problems because they're focused on their growth. They're not focused on all the problems with their growth. We're moving them forward. And that's what evidence is, a production-centric office right there, is that we're making sure that these agents are finally doing their training. And it's not training and systems that they have to sit in a classroom to attend, or they have to sit by your side in front of a computer or meet with your productivity coach one-on-one. We have agents managing thousands of agents this way with their leadership teams. And it's very close. It's much closer than they're ever going to get from a traditional brokerage when these leaders are just reaching out systematically a few people per day. We have some teams reach out 10 people a day. They're just being that tight on it. So all the meetings, all the huddles, those can be greatly reduced, and you can make it more one-on-one and more personal this way and more positive when you systematize your tracking and reporting for accountability this way. That engagement is everything, but remember, it starts with us, the leader. We can't just complain about our agents not producing. That's what agents do. If they didn't do that, they wouldn't need you as a leader. They would be your competition. So the fact that they don't do what they're supposed to do is your job security as a team leader, a broker owner, or a manager. So we don't complain about that. That's why they need you. That's why they need your systems. So if you're the first person that they've met in real estate that actually helps them do what they've always known they needed to do, that's everything. And that's the real mix of accountability, guys. I call it the 10-10-80, okay? And if you add all three of those numbers together, it's 100, and that's 100% of the formula to success. The first 10% of that importance, a very small amount of the importance, is knowing what to do. People always say knowledge is king, not real estate. Knowledge is not king because most people know what they should be doing. They just can't make themselves do it. It's not rocket science figuring out what to do in real estate. It's doing it. And then the next 10%, also small, but that needs to happen, is you got to start doing it, right? And that's tough. Going from knowledge to starting without hitting all the obstacles and excuses and reasons why you can't get your results is very tough. But it's not hard. None of the activities are hard. We're not digging ditches. We're not doing rocket science. It's all pretty simple. But for some reason, such a high percentage of agents fail to do it. So then you say, what's the last 80%? 80% of success is, can you keep doing it in spite of all your personal life distractions and work objections and all the different failures you have? Can you keep doing it? And that's only achieved through some level of accountability. And if you sit there and say, I haven't succeeded without any accountability, it's possible, but my challenge to you would be, imagine what you could have done had you had accountability, though. Imagine where you would have gone had you invested in some sort of accountability. And that's where the agent management portal really comes in, and it enables leaders to scale so that you don't have to say, man, I couldn't handle another 30 agents. I couldn't handle another 50 agents. There's no way I want to handle 600. You haven't tried it in a way, because I believe, and I've seen, a leader that's managing 1,000 agents has a much easier time and much more effective time through the agent management portal, the AMP, managing them and engaging with them than just a small team of 20 agents. Because this allows them to scale. It allows them to scale and actually be in direct contact with individuals and really establish a production centric atmosphere because of that accountability. So I absolutely love the system. It's the best that's ever been invented, and there's nothing out there that's even close to it. And that's why our agents that are using it are growing at a very high level. They're growing at a high level because they can scale. They even use it to recruit at the highest levels too, because they can very easily demonstrate that our systems are superior to the systems at whatever brokerage or team that they're on. I promise you, if you've got problems with agent production or agent retention or even agent recruiting, put some accountability in place and really try to increase the atmosphere and make it much more production centric.